existe encore plus loin, si.
P1, pas mal.
Exactement. Ouais, ça existe.
Ça marchait bien, ça.
Ça existe. Ouais.
Ouais.
Ah, c'est une fois plus, hein.
Ouais.
L'aéroport est pas mal. Souvent, ça c'est bien joué encore. C'est un peu galéré. Ouais. T'habites où, quoi, du coup, avec tout ça
Nous, on a déménagé, on a.
Moi, je suis appelé à Londres avec base. Vous allez faire
Je sais pas si c'était pour jouer, bien sûr, mais il est aux États-Unis.
Nico, thanks for talking to us. You're back on home soil. How excited are you just to be here again? How does it feel to be playing in Belgium where you grew up?
Well, it's always nice when you come home. You know, we've been lucky enough to have a tournament in Belgium now. We didn't have, I didn't have a Belgian Open for most of my career. So to come back now in the last couple of years, having Soudal being involved now, in various sports, you know, cycling is also a sport that he sponsors a fair bit, which is, you know, an iconic sport in Belgium, so makes sense. But like I said, I mean, I'm really happy to be back. We'd like the weather to be a little bit better, as you can see behind me. We'd like to see a bit more sun rays, but you know, it's what I grew up in, and most Belgian people grew up in, so it has a familiar vibe to it.
Hopefully the weather does improve and the fans can come in and support you. How special is it to be in front of your home fans, and how much are you looking forward to putting on a show for them?
It's always a bit strange when you come and play at home because you see faces that you know since you're a junior. So it can throw you off at times, but in the end, you know, I played well the first edition that we came back, and it's a really cool feeling to play in front of people that you know really well, play well, have a good week. Not just me, I mean, wherever it's Detri or all the amateurs or some of the young Belgian pros that are playing this week, I think everybody's looking forward to have a good one and play in front of people that you know very well. It's a special vibe.
If I'm not mistaken, a professional win in Belgium eludes you still. How much would it mean to kind of go the extra hurdle and do it here in front of your home fans?
Well, yeah, and I never won on the Challenge Tour, never won on the main tour, but I did win the Omnium of Belgium 20 years ago. So, I mean, I do have a one-on-one because I only played it in one of them. But yeah, it would be nice to play well. The mission is to play well first, you know, wherever you get at the end of the week. I'm still in the process of trying to put a solid week together. So if I be able to do it here, it would have a special taste, yeah.
Growing up here, I know you loved hockey as well, but was there someone on the course that you kind of idolised growing up? I know the name Flory van Donk gets chucked around a lot in Belgian golf even now. Was there anybody you kind of looked up to growing up?
Well, I never had a chance to meet Flory, but and it's probably my only. It's a bit of a regret to never have met the guy. I mean, he finished twice runner-up at the Open Championship. If there was a Ryder Cup that would include Continentals back in the day, he would have 100% been part of the team. He had a Shale Wonderful's game of golf shot here in Belgium with Gene Sarrazin being the MC. So he was really a big golf personality and an amazing player. And you know, there was also Philippe Toussaint that won on the main tour, the Benson and Hedges in the 70s. So there is a little bit of history in professional golf in Belgium, but I mean it's a small country, so you kind of grow up a different way coming from a small country. But we've had really good golfers, and I'm extremely proud to have added my name to that list, that short list of good golfers that our country has been able to produce.
We snap forward to current times. It's also a big year for you because you've added your list to Ryder Cup vice captains. How special is it to be in that position now?
Yeah, it's really special. I mean, the Ryder Cup has always been something important in my life. Got really lucky to play an extremely exciting and memorable edition in 2012. And to now being asked to be part of the journey of this new one in 23 in Rome with Luke, Thomas Bjorn and Dodo Marinari, all good friends of mine, is extremely exciting. I'm extremely proud to wear the colors again, be involved in discussions and trying to put the best possible team together. I mean, we were there last week in Rome, just looking at the course. You know, getting a sense of what this week can be like in September. It's extremely exciting, and I can only hope that we'll be able to bring this cup back.
Do you find you're approaching these weeks slightly differently now with the vice captain label on you? Do people talk to you differently in the locker rooms? You know, what's the vibe around?
Well, I hope not. I mean, I've been out here, been part of furniture for 20 years, and I think I've always conducted myself impeccably. So I've grown special bond with all these guys for a long time. Like I said, I mean, I hope that none of their behavior changes just because I have a different job description this time coming September. But I think it plays a big part into the relationship that I can have with some of these guys that are, you know, pretenders of making the team. The thing that I do that is a little bit different than usual is I would tend to sit down at tables that I normally would not do when you go into a player's lounge, wherever it's players or caddies or some of the player staff, just to exactly understand how they function and try to bring the best thing possible for September. It's all part of this trying to put the best team together.
And you touched on those Medina memories you have. I imagine you've thought about them so many times, spoken about them so many times, but are there any kind of moments?
There's no day I don't think about it still.
But are there any things you don't get bored of thinking about and talking about, any memories from that special occasion?
No, there's nothing boring about Ryder Cup in general, and even less so in the one that I played in. I mean, it has basically defined who I was to the general public, especially European golf, and I'm extremely proud to be recognized as one of the guys that was part of such an unbelievable edition in 2012. I mean, if you ask people which one they prefer best, it's 2012, and if you also ask players that have played multiple ones which one they like the best, it was the one that I played in. So I'm extremely proud to I feel extremely lucky to have been part of the miracle of Medina.
Thanks very much, Phil.
Sure, anytime.
Nico, thanks for talking to us. You're back on home soil. How special is it to be here in a country you grew up playing in front of your own fans?
Bah, ça a toujours un sentiment un peu différent de jouer à la maison, devant un public qu'on connaît, de voir dans le public des visages qu'on connaît depuis qu'on est tout gamin. Hein. Donc voilà, ça a une saveur particulière. On aimerait bien que la météo soit un petit peu plus clémente quand même, parce que là c'est vraiment un temps typiquement belge, donc on aimerait bien qu'il fasse un peu meilleur. Mais ouais, voilà, comme je disais, c'est toujours particulier de jouer à la maison, que ce soit pas nécessairement que moi, mais voilà, ou Thomas Dautry, ou tous les amateurs belges, ou les jeunes pro belges qui ont la chance de jouer cette semaine. Voilà, tout le monde espère faire une bonne semaine.
Obviously, it's an incredibly big year for you being a Ryder Cup vice captain. Just how special is it to be in this position, and how are you approaching these weeks in the run-up to September?
Alors oui, c'est vrai que d'être impliqué dans cette équipe de Ryder Cup pour Rome est pour moi quelque chose d'extrêmement satisfaisant, parce que la Ryder Cup a toujours pris toujours une place à part dans ma vie, dans ma carrière de golfeur. Donc voilà, on regarde un peu à gauche et à droite, on essaie de mettre tous les éléments ensemble pour qu'on ait la meilleure équipe possible en septembre. Donc voilà, c'est pas facile de gérer, de jouer et d'avoir cette casquette de vice-capitaine en même temps, mais voilà, c'est une aventure extrêmement enrichissante et extrêmement excitante. Donc voilà, je suis vraiment super ravi de faire partie de l'équipe de Luke Donald avec Dodo Molinari et Thomas Bjorn qui sont deux bons amis. Donc voilà, on essaie de faire le maximum pour que cette coupe revienne chez nous en Europe.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Good.